If you want to learn more about conversion rate optimization, then continue watching this video. So, what is conversion rate optimization? It's basically the process of improving the percentage of website visitors who take a desired action. So that action could be making a purchase, it could be filling out a form, it could be subscribing to a newsletter. So where do we start? Well, we start off by researching and analysing the existing setups. We have user research, so we can look at our website analytics. We can create user personas using quantitative data and qualitative feedback. That's basically a survey that we send out, and we're assessing the demographics, then we're assessing why people are buying. We can then identify pain points, and these would be areas of friction that are hindering conversions. So it could be slow loading pages, unclear navigation, bad offer. We then really need to look at what the user intent is. So we need to gain a deep understanding of our target audience's needs, motivation and goals. We then want to segment them, so we create unique user flows and a unique experience for each person depending on their needs, etc. What we're then going to do is we are going to develop some hypotheses, and we get our data-driven hypotheses. So these are going to focus on addressing specific pain points or barriers to conversion, and we're going to create unique UX after them. So this will be analysing your website analytics and having a look at where people are dropping off, etc. throughout the flow. We'll then create a testing framework. So we develop a testing framework to validate hypotheses through A/B testing or multivariate testing. So what we could do is we could create a number of user flows, and we see the percentage of people that pass through each of them. We then have to align this with user intent. So we look at the hypotheses, we have a look at user intent, and we are going to design and improve the user experience. It sounds very complicated, it really isn't. Right, once we've created these unique user flows and this unique system, we're then going to experiment with it, and we're going to test it. So we have A/B testing. This is basically where we have two different tests that we run to compare variations. We can have two different landing pages, two different user flows, two different messaging, and we will show these to two different sets of people, then see which converts better. We have multivariate testing, and this is for more complex websites or campaigns. We could consider multivariate testing. We can have multivariate testing where we can analyze a lot more small features to have a look at the whole combined impact on multiple variables of conversion rates. That sounds really complicated. It really isn't. And that was a mouthful as well. We then have controlled experiments. So we want to implement various controlled experiments to validate hypotheses in real world conditions. We don't really want to be doing these with like kind of isolated groups that will just test them, where we get test subjects in. We really want to put these into a controlled way out to the public, so we can then validate the hypothesis with real world conditions, but we want to minimize any external variables that could impact the results. Right, we then have implementation and optimization. This is where we've got it all up and running, and we want to have continuous monitoring. So we need to continuously check that the changes that we've made are continuing to produce the conversion rates that we want, and various other metrics. We then want iterative optimization, and this is where we iterate on successful strategies and continue testing new hypotheses. So if we see something works, we start building on it, and we do it very, very slowly, so we really improve the conversion ratios. Then once we've got these all up and running and they're doing very well, we start to scale the successful strategies. Okay, so after we've done all this, where do we move on to? Performance evaluation and iteration. This really sounds complicated. Trust me, it isn't. we start with a comprehensive performance evaluation, and this is where we're going to go through. We're going to look at every single thing that we've done, and we're going to conduct a comprehensive evaluation of everything from overall performance, and we're going to consider all factors such as, and these are the main ones, we're going to look at conversion rates, and we're going to look at return on investment. We're then going to identify opportunities for improvement. So we identify areas where further optimization is needed, and we look at where we can enhance the performance that we have just created, and we try to adapt to market dynamics. We try to stay agile, and we try to adapt optimization strategies for the changing market dynamics, technological advancement, and shifting consumer preferences. So there you have a breakdown of conversion rate optimization, and if this is of interest to you, you may want to like my page, and follow me as I post a lot of courses up continually. Okay, thank you very much.